Udah. Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irfan Budi Anugrah. My identification number is 2205091. And this is my friend.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Rangga Satria. My identification number 2205093.
Okay. Today we are gonna share our arguments about this house would permit communities to establish residential colonized to the exclusion of other communities. So, the first one, I'm gonna share my pro arguments. Like, firstly, if other groups are allowed to enter the settlement, the minority groups' right will not be properly fulfilled when they're living in the majority's place. As you can see in Indonesia itself, getting permission from people who have the majority religion to build a place of worship for minority people is very difficult. Even in Cilegon, there was a time when residents refused build the church. If minorities lives in a majority settlement, their rights will be difficult to fulfill. It is inversely proportional to a village in Sintang, West Kalimantan. Christians residents are free to pray because there is a church in that village and there is no objection to the construction of the church because the village residents are Christians. Okay.
In today's era, differences are a part of everyday life that is often found in every land of life. People live seat by seat without distinguishing ethnicity, race, religion, ethnicity, and certain group. This has happened and experienced by every society globally thousands or even hundreds of years ago. Difference brings social life to grow and develop strong because it is integrated by the diversity of society without exception. Then by uniting difference in class, ethnicity, religion, race, ethnicity is one settlement is the best effort in developing the values of unity and integrity as well as a sense of humanity in national and religious life.
Okay. The second one, if other groups are allowed to enter the settlement, there will be a hierarchy that makes majority groups more powerful than minority groups, even in our country, mostly led by the majority group. By separating a group from other groups, the smaller groups can form their own settlements so that they don't clash with other groups, and the rights of each group can be properly fulfilled.
The pro team has presented is an argument that a group is required to build its own settlement because this will safeguard the right of the group, especially the minority group they consider protected. The pro team also said that by leading other group into the settlement, there will be a hierarchy between in minority group and the majority group, and the majority group will interfere and more power in minority group. We can see from the argument of the pro team that their argument are full of element of discrimination and can lead to division in the nation.
Okay, the last one. This can keep the culture contained in the group settlements from being disturbed and mixed with the culture of other groups. There are many areas with heterogeneous communities whose original culture has been eroded by so many immigrants, one of which is the culture of Betawi in Jakarta. The head of Jakarta Tourism and Culture Agency acknowledged that a number of Betawi cultures were almost extinct. There are 30,000 Betawi folklores. We are sorting out which ones are developing, which ones is almost extinct, and which one is are already extinct. So, by not allowing other groups to occupy other groups' areas. The culture in the group settlements is maintained.
Okay. The pro-team argued that letting be the majority group enter minority settlement will cause the majority group to take power of the minority group. Pro-teams need to know that we live and grow in a country of laws. Everything has rules, and no one person or even group can take power or control another person. This provision is also contained in Article 281 paragraph 1 of the 1945 Constitution, namely the right to live, the right not to be tortured, the right to freedom of thought and conscience, the right to have a religion, the right not to be enslaved, the right to be recognized as a person before the law, and the right not to be prosecuted under a law that applies retroactively are human rights that cannot be reduced under any circumstance. So it that was conveyed by the pro team was very much against the 1945 Constitution.
Okay. So, based on three arguments above, it can be concluded that if this house would permit communities to establish residential colonies to the exclusion of other communities, it will reduce friction and maintain culture purity in groups. Okay.
Okay. Different are absolute things that exist in the of social life. Difference cannot be eliminated because they are part of the characteristic of nation. Anticipating different is a way of hunting this difference so that blacks feel with and whites understand black. Distinguishing the residents of Group A from Group B is not a solution. This will only lead to discrimination, division, and destruction for a nation. Therefore, I, as the counter team, strongly disagree with the motion this time. Namely, this house will allow people to establish settlement colonies to the exclusion of other communities, because this will only cause division for the Indonesian nation. Thanks.
Okay. Maybe just it. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.